Story 1. The Whispering Pines. Once upon a moonlit night, in the heart of a dense forest, there existed an eerie stillness. A group of adventurous friends decided to embark on a camping trip, seeking solace in the embrace of nature. Little did they know that the tranquil whispers of the pines would soon turn into haunting tales of the unknown. As the campfire crackled and cast dancing shadows, the wind carried a peculiar melody through the whispering pines. At first, it was a gentle rustle, barely noticeable. But as the night deepened, the rustle transformed into hushed murmurs that seemed to carry warnings from unseen entities. Curiosity ignited within the group, and with a mix of trepidation and excitement, they decided to follow the mysterious whispers. The forest path, dimly illuminated by the pale glow of the moon, twisted and turned like a serpent, leading them deeper into the woods. Underneath the canopy of ancient trees, the friends felt a growing unease, as if the very fabric of the forest held secrets untold. The whispers persisted, guiding them to a clearing where shadows danced in harmony with the chilling breeze. It was then that they saw it, a spectral figure barely visible in the moonlight. The entity seemed to emerge from the very essence of the trees, its form shifting like the elusive fog. The friends hesitated, caught in a surreal moment between fascination and fear. As they stood there, the whispers coalesced into a haunting melody, echoing tales of forgotten spirits and ancient guardians of the woods. The group felt an otherworldly connection, as if the forest itself was alive with memories of times long past. The spectral figure gestured towards a hidden realm, urging the friends to explore the mysteries that lay beyond the tangible world. With trepidation, they followed the ethereal guide, stepping into a dimension where the boundary between reality and the supernatural blurred. And so, the friends became intertwined with the enigmatic forces of the deep woods, where the whispers of the pines became a rhythmic symphony, echoing the stories of the unseen and the mystical. Their journey unfolded like a mesmerizing dance between the mortal and the ethereal, leaving behind tales that would be whispered through the pines for generations to come. Story 2. The Vanishing Trail. In the heart of the wilderness, where the ancient trees stood tall and proud, a group of intrepid souls embarked on a journey into the mysterious unknown. The moonlit night cast a silvery glow upon the forest floor, and the rhythmic hum of nocturnal creatures set the stage for a tale that would echo through the ages. Among the adventurers was a spirited young woman named Elara, whose thirst for the unknown led the group into the depths of the enigmatic woods. As they delved deeper, the rhythmic cadence of their footsteps became a syncopated dance with the natural pulse of the forest. The air was thick with anticipation, and the rustling leaves seemed to whisper secrets of the past. Elara, guided by an inner rhythm only she could feel, led her companions to a clearing bathed in the soft luminescence of the moon. There, in the midst of the natural amphitheater, they discovered an ancient drum, weathered by time yet pulsating with an otherworldly energy. Unable to resist the allure of the rhythmic instrument, Elara reached out and touched the drumskin. As her fingers made contact, a surge of energy coursed through her, connecting her to a hidden realm that resonated with the heartbeat of the forest. The drum, once silent, now throbbed with a primal beat, and the air itself seemed to vibrate with the echoes of forgotten tales. The group found themselves enraptured by the mystical rhythm, each beat telling a story of spirits long gone and creatures that dwelled in the shadows. In the dance of moonlight and shadows, the forest became a living symphony, and the adventurers, entranced by the rhythmic enchantment, saw glimpses of the ethereal beings that called the woods their home. The spirits manifested as fleeting shadows, moving in harmony with the beat of the ancient drum. As the night wore on, the rhythmic story unfolded, weaving a tapestry of magic and mystery. The adventurers, now bound to the forest's pulse, felt a profound connection to the timeless tales that echoed through the ages. And so, beneath the celestial canopy, the rhythmic journey continued, with Elara and her companions becoming part of the forest's eternal saga. The drumbeat, now a thread in the fabric of their souls, echoed through the trees, carrying the essence of their adventure into the very heart of the wilderness. Story 3. The Unseen Eyes. In the heart of a mystical forest, where ancient trees whispered secrets to those who dared to listen, a young bard named Arya embarked on a quest to unlock the enchanting mysteries that lay hidden within the rhythmic depths of nature. Arya, with her lute in hand and a heart attuned to the unseen melodies of the world, ventured into the woods guided by a song that only she could perceive. The moon hung low in the night sky, casting a silvery glow upon the moss-covered ground as she followed the ethereal rhythm that beckoned her deeper into the heart of the enchanted grove. The forest itself seemed alive with a pulsating energy, a symphony of unseen instruments playing in harmony with the rustling leaves and the distant calls of nocturnal creatures. Arya's footsteps became part of the natural percussion, creating a cadence that echoed through the ancient woodland. As she ventured further, the melody guiding Arya led her to a clearing bathed in the soft glow of luminescent mushrooms. At the center of the clearing stood a majestic stone altar adorned with intricate carvings, and atop it lay an instrument unlike any she had seen before, a drum crafted from the heartwood of an ancient tree. Arya, feeling an inexplicable connection to the drum, picked up the sacred instrument. As her fingers touched the drum skin, a surge of energy flowed through her, resonating with the very heartbeat of the forest. The rhythm, now alive with an otherworldly power, pulsed through Arya and into the surrounding grove. The ancient trees, stirred by the enchanting beat, began to sway as if caught in a trance. Shadows danced in the moonlight, and the air itself seemed to shimmer with magic. Arya, now the conductor of this enchanted orchestra, played the drum with a skill that transcended mere musical prowess. With each beat, the forest unveiled its secrets, stories of forgotten realms, ancient spirits, and the ebb and flow of nature's eternal dance. Creatures of myth and legend emerged from the shadows, drawn by the mesmerizing rhythm that echoed through the woodland like a siren's call. As the night unfolded, Arya and the mystical forest became one, their melodies intertwined in a timeless dance. The rhythmic tale she uncovered resonated with the very essence of the natural world, leaving an indelible mark on the tapestry of the enchanted grove. And so, under the moon's watchful gaze, Arya continued to play, her music echoing through the ages as a testament to the magical connection between a bard, a sacred drum, and the rhythmic heartbeat of a forest alive with enchantment. Story 4. The Haunting Hovel. In the heart of a realm where the boundaries between reality and fantasy blurred, there existed a mysterious forest known as the Harmony Woods. Legend spoke of a hidden power within its ancient trees, a power that could only be unlocked by those attuned to the rhythmic heartbeat of the natural world. One fateful night, a traveler named Rithos entered the forest, drawn by tales of a mystical drum that held the key to unlocking the secrets of Harmony Woods. Rithos, a wanderer with an uncanny ability to sense the unseen rhythms that permeated the air, carried a small tambourine that resonated with the heartbeat of his own adventurous spirit. As Rithos ventured deeper into the woods, the air itself seemed to hum with an enchanting melody. The trees, draped in luminescent vines, swayed to an unseen rhythm, and the ground beneath his feet pulsed with a rhythmic energy that mirrored his own heartbeat. Guided by an otherworldly force, Rithos arrived at a moonlit glade where the ancient drum of echoing enchantment stood. Crafted from the sacred wood of the harmony trees, the drum awaited a master capable of unlocking its dormant magic. With a mixture of trepidation and excitement, Rithos approached the mystical drum. As his fingers brushed the intricately carved surface, a surge of energy coursed through him, connecting his essence to the very soul of the forest. The tambourine in his hand resonated in harmony, creating a symphony that transcended the boundaries of mortal perception. The moment Ritho struck the first beat, the entire forest came alive with a kaleidoscope of lights. Fireflies swirled in a mesmerizing dance, and the flora responded to the rhythm, releasing fragrant perfumes that painted the air with intoxicating aromas. The drum, now pulsating with an ethereal glow, echoed with the stories of the Harmony Woods, tales of ancient guardians, mystical creatures, and the eons-long dance between light and shadow. The very fabric of the forest seemed to ripple with the resonance of forgotten melodies. As Rithos played, the boundary between the physical and metaphysical worlds waned. Unseen spirits joined the cosmic dance, swirling in ephemeral patterns that mirrored the beats of the drum. The traveler became a conduit for the forest's symphony, and the Harmony Woods revealed its deepest secrets to the one who dared to unlock its rhythmic magic. As the night waned and the first light of dawn touched the horizon, Rithos, now forever connected to the Harmony Woods, left the enchanted glade. The drum, once silent, remained a beacon of rhythmic enchantment, inviting those attuned to the heartbeat of the natural world to embark on their own mystical journey into the Harmony Woods. And so, the legend of Rithos and the drum of echoing enchantment echoed through the ages, a timeless tale woven into the very fabric of the magical realm. Story 5. The Forbidden Grove. Once upon a time, in a land where the boundaries between reality and magic were blurred, there existed a forgotten forest known as Rhythmic Grove. Legend spoke of an ancient drum hidden within the heart of the grove, a drum said to possess the power to commune with the spirits of nature and unlock the rhythmic mysteries of the world. Into this mystical realm ventured a young musician named Seraphina. With her silver flute in hand and a heart attuned to the hidden harmonies of the universe, she followed a melody that only she could hear, a melody that led her through the winding paths of Rhythmic Grove. The moon hung low in the sky, casting its silvery glow upon the foliage as Seraphina walked deeper into the heart of the enchanted woods. Each step she took seemed to add a note to the natural symphony surrounding her, the rustle of leaves, the nocturnal calls of creatures, and the gentle murmur of a hidden stream. Guided by the ethereal melody, Seraphina arrived at a moonlit glade where an ancient tree stood, its roots entwined around a mysterious drum. Carved from the wood of the legendary Harmony Tree, the drum awaited a soul capable of unlocking its rhythmic magic. As Seraphina reached out to touch the drum, a current of energy surged through her, connecting her spirit to the very pulse of Rhythmic Grove. The silver flute in her hand resonated with a new frequency, harmonizing with the heartbeat of the forest. With a sense of reverence, Seraphina began to play the ancient drum. Each beat echoed through the grove, creating ripples of magic that danced through the air. The trees swayed in response, and the spirits of the forest emerged from the shadows, drawn by the enchanting rhythm. As the rhythmic tale unfolded, the spirits manifested in a whirlwind of colors, swirling around Seraphina like ephemeral dancers. Each beat of the drum revealed stories of forgotten realms, ancient guardians, and the interconnected dance of all living things. The moon, a silent witness to the magical symphony, cast its glow upon the grove as Seraphina continued to play. Time seemed to lose its meaning, and the boundaries between musician and forest, mortal and spirit, faded away. As dawn approached, Seraphina's final notes resonated through the grove, leaving a lingering magic in the air. The spirits, grateful for the communion, returned to the depths of the forest, and the ancient drum, now silent, remained as a testament to the timeless connection between music and nature. Seraphina, forever changed by the rhythmic journey, left the grove with a heart full of melodies and a tale to share with the world. The legend of Rhythmic Grove and the harmonious bond between the musician and the ancient drum continued to echo through the ages, a melody that transcended the passage of time. Story 6. The Howling Wind. In a realm where magic flowed through the very air and the moon held secrets untold, there existed a mysterious forest known as the Rhythmic Vale. This enchanted woodland was said to be home to a drum that bore the essence of the forest's heartbeat and held the power to reveal the ancient tales woven into the fabric of the grove. One evening, a wanderer named Lyra, whose heart resonated with the cadence of the universe, ventured into the heart of the Rhythmic Vale. Armed with a lyre that sang in harmony with her spirit, Lyra followed an ethereal melody that seemed to emanate from the very air around her. The moonlight filtered through the leaves, casting dappled patterns on the forest floor as Lyra ventured deeper into the grove. The rhythmic pulse of her footsteps became one with the natural sounds of the night, the rustle of leaves, the gentle babble of a hidden brook, and the nocturnal symphony of unseen creatures. As Lyra reached a moonlit clearing, she discovered the legendary drum of echoing whispers nestled beneath an ancient oak. Crafted from the wood of trees that had witnessed centuries of secrets, the drum awaited a kindred spirit capable of unlocking its mystical resonance. With a mixture of curiosity and reverence, Lyra approached the drum. As her fingers touched the drum skin, a surge of energy coursed through her veins, connecting her essence to the very heartbeat of the Rhythmic Vale. The lyre in her hands seemed to hum in response, attuning itself to the enchanted cadence. As the first beat echoed through the grove, the air shimmered with magic. The ancient trees swayed in a rhythmic dance, and the very ground beneath Lyra's feet seemed to vibrate with the stories hidden within its roots. With each beat, the drum of echoing whispers began to reveal the tales of the Rhythmic Vale, stories of ancient spirits, forgotten realms, and the eternal dance of life and death. Shadows emerged from the depths, spectral beings drawn by the captivating rhythm that echoed through the enchanted forest. Lyra, now the conductor of this otherworldly orchestra, played the drum with a skill that transcended the mortal realm. The spirits joined the cosmic dance, twirling in harmony with the beats of the drum, and the very air resonated with the echoes of a timeless tale. As the night unfolded, Lyra and the Rhythmic Vale became one, their melodies intertwining in a dance that transcended the boundaries of time. The grove, alive with enchantment, bestowed upon the wanderer the ancient knowledge woven into its very fabric. As dawn painted the sky with hues of gold, Lyra's final notes faded away, leaving the Rhythmic Vale in a state of tranquil silence. The spirits, having shared their tales, retreated into the shadows, and the ancient drum, now silent, remained as a guardian of the forest's secrets. Lyra, forever changed by the mystical encounter, left the grove with a heart filled with the echoes of the Rhythmic Vale. The legend of the wanderer and the drum of echoing whispers continued to ripple through the ages, a timeless story that whispered through the leaves whenever the moon bathed the enchanted forest in its silvery glow. Story 7. The Forgotten Cemetery. In a realm where magic and music intertwined, there existed a mystical forest known as the Harmonic Glade. Legends spoke of an ancient drum hidden within the heart of the glade, a drum that held the power to reveal the hidden rhythms of the natural world and connect those who dared to listen with the spirits of the forest. One starry night, a curious minstrel named Orion ventured into the heart of the Harmonic Glade. Carrying a flute that resonated with the wind's whispers, Orion followed a celestial melody that seemed to beckon him deeper into the enchanting woods. The moonlight filtered through the ancient branches, casting a gentle glow on the forest floor as Orion walked further into the glade. Each step he took seemed to create a harmonious cadence with the rustling leaves, the nocturnal symphony, and the distant murmur of a hidden stream. Guided by the celestial melody, Orion reached a moonlit clearing where an ancient tree stood, its roots entwined around the legendary drum of cosmic echoes. Crafted from the wood of ancient starlight trees, the drum awaited a soul capable of unlocking its celestial resonance. As Orion approached the drum, a surge of energy coursed through him, connecting his spirit to the very heartbeat of the harmonic glade. The flute in his hand seemed to resonate in harmony, aligning itself with the celestial rhythm. With a sense of wonder, Orion began to play the ancient drum. Each beat reverberated through the glade, creating ripples of magic that danced through the air. The ancient trees swayed in response, and the spirits of the forest emerged from the shadows, drawn by the enchanting rhythm. As the rhythmic tale unfolded, the spirits manifested in a symphony of light, swirling around Orion like ethereal dancers. Each beat of the drum revealed stories of cosmic realms, ancient celestial guardians, and the interconnected dance of the stars. The moon, a silent witness to the celestial symphony, bathed the glade in its silvery light as Orion continued to play. Time seemed to stand still, and the boundaries between musician and forest, mortal and spirit, faded away. As dawn approached, Orion's final notes resonated through the glade, leaving a lingering magic in the air. The spirits, grateful for the celestial communion, returned to the depths of the forest, and the ancient drum, now silent, remained as a testament to the timeless connection between music and the cosmic realm. Orion, forever changed by the celestial journey, left the harmonic glade with a heart full of starlit melodies and a tale to share with the world. The legend of the minstrel and the drum of cosmic echoes continued to echo through the ages, a melody that transcended the passage of time and resonated with the celestial rhythms of the universe. Story 8. The Phantom Hunter. In a land where magic and music intertwined, there existed an ancient forest known as the Rhythmic Haven. Legend spoke of a mystical drum hidden within its heart, a drum said to possess the power to reveal the interconnected rhythms of the natural world and awaken the spirits dwelling within the woods. On a moonlit night, a curious wanderer named Silas ventured into the heart of the Rhythmic Haven. Carrying a set of silver chimes that sang in harmony with the wind, Silas followed an ethereal melody that seemed to beckon him deeper into the enchanting woods. Moonlight filtered through the ancient trees, casting a soft glow on the forest floor as Silas walked further into the grove. Each step he took created a symphony with the rustling leaves, the nocturnal sounds, and the distant whispers of a hidden stream. Guided by the unseen melody, Silas arrived at a moonlit glade where an ancient oak stood, its roots cradling the legendary drum of harmonic echoes. Fashioned from the wood of the oldest trees in the grove, the drum awaited a soul capable of unlocking its enchanting resonance. As Silas approached the drum, a surge of energy coursed through him, intertwining his spirit with the very heartbeat of the Rhythmic Haven. The silver chimes in his hands resonated in harmony, aligning themselves with the natural rhythm of the grove. With a sense of reverence, Silas began to play the ancient drum. Each beat reverberated through the glade, creating ripples of magic that danced through the air. The ancient trees swayed in response, and the spirits of the forest emerged from the shadows, drawn by the enchanting rhythm. As the rhythmic tale unfolded, the spirits manifested in a symphony of light, swirling around Silas like ethereal dancers. Each beat of the drum revealed stories of ancient guardians, forgotten realms, and the interconnected dance of life within the grove. The moon, a silent witness to the magical symphony, bathed the glade in its silver light as Silas continued to play. Time seemed to suspend, and the boundaries between musician and forest, mortal and spirit, blurred into a harmonious dance. As dawn approached, Silas's final notes resonated through the glade, leaving a lingering magic in the air. The spirits, grateful for the enchanting communion, returned to the depths of the forest, and the ancient drum, now silent, remained as a testament to the timeless connection between music and nature. Silas, forever changed by the mystical encounter, left the rhythmic haven with a heart filled with melodies and a tale to share with the world. The legend of the wanderer and the drum of harmonic echoes continued to echo through the ages, a timeless story that whispered through the leaves whenever the moon bathed the enchanted forest in its silvery glow. Story 9. The Echoing Laughter. In a land steeped in ancient magic and shrouded in the mystique of an enchanted forest, there existed a grove known as the Rhythmic Haven. Legends whispered of a drum hidden within its heart, a drum said to hold the power to reveal the interconnected rhythms of the natural world and awaken the spirits dwelling within the woods. One fateful night, a wandering troubadour named Celestia found herself drawn to the allure of the Rhythmic Haven. With a harp that echoed with the wind's whispers, she followed a melody only she could hear, one that seemed to lead her deeper into the heart of the bewitched grove. Moonlight filtered through the ancient trees, casting an ethereal glow on the forest floor as Celestia ventured further into the grove. Each step she took seemed to create a symphony with the rustling leaves, the nocturnal sounds, and the soft babble of a hidden brook. Guided by the unseen melody, Celestia arrived at a moonlit glade where an ancient tree stood, its roots cradling the legendary drum of harmonic echoes. Fashioned from the wood of the oldest trees in the grove, the drum awaited a soul capable of unlocking its enchanting resonance. As Celestia approached the drum, a surge of energy coursed through her, intertwining her spirit with the very heartbeat of the Rhythmic Haven. The harp in her hands resonated in harmony, aligning itself with the natural rhythm of the grove. With a sense of reverence, Celestia began to play the ancient drum. Each beat reverberated through the glade, creating ripples of magic that danced through the air. The ancient trees swayed in response, and the spirits of the forest emerged from the shadows, drawn by the enchanting rhythm. As the rhythmic tale unfolded, the spirits manifested in a symphony of light, swirling around Celestia like ethereal dancers. Each beat of the drum revealed stories of ancient guardians, forgotten realms, and the interconnected dance of life within the grove. The moon, a silent witness to the magical symphony, bathed the glade in its silver light as Celestia continued to play. Time seemed to lose its grip, and the boundaries between musician and forest, mortal and spirit, blurred into a harmonious dance. As dawn approached, Celestia's final notes resonated through the glade, leaving a lingering magic in the air. The spirits, grateful for the harmonious communion, returned to the depths of the forest, and the ancient drum, now silent, remained as a testament to the timeless connection between music and nature. Celestia, forever changed by the mystical encounter, left the Rhythmic Haven with a heart filled with melodies and a tale to share with the world. The legend of the troubadour and the drum of harmonic echoes continued to echo through the ages, a timeless story that whispered through the leaves whenever the moon bathed the enchanted forest in its silvery glow. Story 10. The Fading Footprints. In a realm where magic and music harmonized, there thrived an ancient forest known as the Melodic Thicket. Deep within its heart, concealed by the lush foliage, lay a legendary drum said to resonate with the very soul of the woodland. Tales spoke of this drum holding the power to reveal the interconnected rhythms of the natural world and forge a profound connection between the forest and those who dared to listen. One mystical evening, a wandering minstrel named Harmony ventured into the heart of the Melodic Thicket. Carrying a lyre that sang in harmony with the rustling leaves and the babbling brooks, Harmony followed an ethereal melody that seemed to beckon her deeper into the enchanting woods. As moonlight filtered through the ancient branches, casting a soft glow on the forest floor, Harmony felt an unseen force guiding her steps. Each footfall blended seamlessly with the nocturnal symphony, creating a serenade that resonated through the magical thicket. Guided by the unseen melody, Harmony arrived at a moonlit clearing where an ancient oak cradled the drum of echoing rhythms. Fashioned from the wood of trees as old as time, the drum awaited a kindred spirit capable of unlocking its mesmerizing resonance. As Harmony approached the drum, a surge of energy coursed through her, intertwining her spirit with the very heartbeat of the melodic thicket. The lyre in her hands resonated in harmony, aligning itself with the natural rhythm of the grove. With a sense of reverence, Harmony began to play the ancient drum. Each beat reverberated through the thicket, creating ripples of magic that danced through the air. The ancient trees swayed in response, and the spirits of the forest emerged from the shadows, drawn by the enchanting rhythm. As the rhythmic tale unfolded, the spirits manifested in a symphony of light, swirling around Harmony like ethereal dancers. Each beat of the drum revealed stories of ancient guardians, forgotten realms, and the interconnected dance of life within the thicket. The moon, a silent witness to the magical symphony, bathed the clearing in its silver light as Harmony continued to play. Time seemed to suspend, and the boundaries between musician and forest, mortal and spirit, blurred into a harmonious dance. As dawn approached, Harmony's final notes resonated through the thicket, leaving a lingering magic in the air. The spirits, grateful for the enchanting communion, returned to the depths of the forest, and the ancient drum, now silent, remained as a testament to the timeless connection between music and nature. Harmony, forever changed by the mystical encounter, left the melodic thicket with a heart filled with melodies and a tale to share with the world. The legend of the minstrel and the drum of echoing rhythms continued to echo through the ages, a timeless story that whispered through the leaves whenever the moon bathed the enchanted forest in its silvery glow. Remember, these stories are purely fictional and for entertainment purposes. In the heart of the dense, foreboding woods, where shadows danced beneath the canopy of ancient trees, there stood a ranger station, a lone outpost in the wilderness. The park rangers who manned this post were no strangers to the eerie and unexplained. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the silent landscape, the rangers gathered around a crackling fire, sharing tales that would send shivers down the spine of anyone daring to venture into the darkness. Story 1. The Whispering Pines. Deep within the heart of the sprawling national park, where ancient trees stood tall and shadows danced in the moonlight, Ranger Miller patrolled the mysterious Whispering Pines. The forest seemed alive with an otherworldly energy, and the wind carried whispers that hinted at secrets untold. As night fell, the atmosphere in the Whispering Pines changed. Miller's routine patrols brought him to a secluded area where the pines seemed to speak in hushed tones. Unnerved, he felt an inexplicable connection to the haunting whispers, a connection that would draw him deeper into the mysteries of the ancient woods. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, Miller explored the heart of the Whispering Pines. The whispers intensified, revealing fragments of conversations from ages past. Unseen entities seemed to communicate through the rustling leaves, leaving the ranger both fascinated and apprehensive about the enigmatic force that dwelled within the forest. In his quest for understanding, Miller encountered an ethereal guardian, a spectral figure that materialized among the whispering trees. The guardian, cloaked in mist, beckoned the ranger deeper into the heart of the mysterious grove. A silent understanding passed between them, forging a connection that transcended the boundaries of the living and the supernatural. As Miller embraced his role as a reluctant medium between the living and the ethereal, he discovered the ancient pact that bound the spirits to the Whispering Pines. The trees themselves held memories, and Miller found himself drawn into a spiritual realm where the past and present intertwined in a delicate dance. Night after night, the Whispering Pines revealed its secrets. Miller learned of forgotten loves, ancient battles, and the tragic tales of those who had wandered into the heart of the forest. The ghosts sought redemption, their stories etched into the very fabric of the woodland, waiting for a willing listener to free them from the eternal loop of their spectral existence. Empowered by the knowledge gleaned from the Whispering Pines, Miller embarked on a quest to break the ancient pact and release the spirits from their ethereal prison. A ritual unfolded under the pale moonlight, weaving together the living and the dead in a ceremony that would either liberate the souls or forever bind them to the haunting grove. The ritual's energy intertwined with the whispers, creating a surreal tableau of spectral threads. The very fabric of the Whispering Pines seemed to unravel, revealing a glimpse of the spiritual realm beyond. Miller, guided by a sense of duty and empathy, stood at the nexus of the ethereal and mortal, grappling with the consequences of the unraveling threads. As the ritual reached its zenith, the Whispering Pines resonated with a harmonic blend of mortal and ghostly energies. The spirits, freed from their spectral chains, ascended into the night sky, their ethereal forms dissipating like mist. The once whispering trees fell silent, their burden lifted as a profound calm settled over the sacred grove. With the spirits gone, the Whispering Pines underwent a transformation. The Guardian, no longer bound by the weight of ancient pacts, dissolved into the forest, leaving behind a renewed and revitalized woodland. Ranger Miller, forever changed by his journey, emerged from the Whispering Pines, the echoes of its mysteries etched into his soul. The forest, once haunted, now stood as a testament to the transformative power of understanding and compassion. Story 2. The Ghostly Lantern. In the heart of the national park, where moonlight filtered through the dense canopy, Ranger Taylor received a desperate call for help from a lost hiker. The forest, already cloaked in an otherworldly fog, seemed to hush its secrets as Taylor embarked on a journey that would intertwine his fate with the eerie glow of a ghostly lantern. Guided by the distant cries, Taylor ventured deeper into the mist-laden woods. A flickering light appeared in the distance, a beacon of hope that promised to lead him to the stranded hiker. The lantern's glow danced like a spectral firefly, teasing him with its elusive nature. Despite the eerie ambience, Taylor pressed on, determined to bring the lost soul to safety. The lantern's glow led Taylor on a mesmerizing chase through the labyrinthine trails. Each time he drew near, the light would dance away, leaving him in an ever-deepening fog. The haunting laughter echoed through the trees, a disconcerting soundtrack to the spectral pursuit. Taylor felt an otherworldly force at play, an ethereal game that challenged the very fabric of reality. With every step, the lantern seemed to slip further away, leading Taylor to an ancient, hidden part of the forest. The laughter intensified, mingling with the rustling leaves and whispering wind. As the ranger approached what he believed to be the source of the light, it vanished, leaving him in a disorienting darkness. The hiker, like the light, had disappeared, leaving behind an unsettling silence. Taylor, now alone in the haunted woods, heard laughter that seemed to emanate from the very trees themselves. The forest whispered tales of lost souls and playful spirits, leaving him to question the thin line between reality and the supernatural. The ghostly laughter echoed in the emptiness, a haunting reminder that the woods held secrets far beyond the comprehension of mortal minds. Driven by a desire to unravel the mystery, Taylor delved into the park's archives, discovering stories of a bygone era when a ghostly lantern would lead lost souls to safety. The connection between the laughter, the lantern, and the lost hiker revealed a pattern that transcended time, as if the forest itself sought to communicate through ethereal means. Armed with newfound knowledge, Taylor retraced his steps, this time following the trail of reflections the lantern cast on the fog. The laughter became a guiding melody, leading him to a forgotten part of the woods. As he ventured further, the ethereal force seemed to acknowledge his understanding, allowing him to glimpse the lost hiker's reflection in the fog-veiled lantern glow. The lantern led Taylor to a clearing where the lost hiker stood, surrounded by an otherworldly radiance. The laughter, no longer ominous, turned joyous as the lost soul found solace in the spectral embrace of the lantern's glow. A moment of spectral reunion unfolded, transcending the boundaries of life and death, leaving Taylor to witness the ephemeral beauty of a connection forged in the mystical heart of the haunted woods. As dawn approached, the ghostly lantern's glow dimmed, and the laughter faded into a tranquil stillness. The lost hiker, now at peace, dissolved into the morning mist, leaving behind an echo of gratitude that lingered in the air. Taylor, forever changed by the spectral encounter, emerged from the woods, carrying with him the tale of the ghostly lantern that bridged the realms of the living and the departed. The haunted woods, once a realm of mystery and uncertainty, now stood as a testament to the illuminating legacy of the ghostly lantern. Ranger Taylor, now a guardian of both the natural and supernatural, carried the echoes of that fateful night, forever mindful of the ethereal forces that danced in the shadows of the national park. The ghostly lantern, a fleeting beacon in the vastness of the unknown, left its mark on the ranger's soul, ensuring that its spectral light would continue to guide those who dared to tread the mystical paths of the forest. Story 3. The Vanishing Campers. In the heart of the vast national park, Rangers Benson and Carter stumbled upon a campsite frozen in time. Tents were pitched, a smoldering fire still radiated warmth, but there was an unsettling absence of life. The air hung heavy with an unspoken foreboding as the Rangers surveyed the eerily deserted scene, realizing they stood on the precipice of an unexplained mystery. Intrigued and uneasy, Benson and Carter followed a faint trail leading away from the abandoned campsite. The dense foliage seemed to close in, creating an atmosphere charged with an otherworldly energy. The trail meandered through the ancient woods, revealing a hidden path that beckoned the Rangers deeper into the heart of the wilderness. As the Rangers ventured into the heart of the forest, whispers echoed through the towering trees. The voices carried tales of forgotten spirits and a pact that bound the lost souls to the sacred grounds. The air crackled with an unsettling energy, leaving Benson and Carter to question the reality of the woods around them and the unseen forces at play. The trail led the Rangers to an ancient burial ground, where weathered gravestones stood as silent sentinels. The spirits seemed to converge, their mournful cries intertwining with the rustling leaves. Legends spoke of a curse that befell those who disturbed the spirits resting in the sacred soil. The Rangers, now standing on the threshold of the supernatural, felt the weight of the unknown pressing upon them. As Benson and Carter explored the burial ground, they discovered an unseen veil between the worlds. Shadows danced along the edges of perception, and the boundary between the living and the spectral began to blur. The Rangers, caught in the midst of a paranormal tapestry, realized that the ancient pact carried consequences that extended far beyond the bounds of human understanding. Night after night, the whispers intensified, revealing a tragic tale of campers who, unaware of the ancient pact, had disturbed the resting spirits. The Rangers, now entwined in the spectral narrative, felt an unsettling connection to the lost souls. The woods became a stage for a paranormal drama, and the Rangers struggled to decipher the cryptic messages that echoed through the ancient trees. Benson and Carter, recognizing their role as reluctant messengers between the living and the spectral, sought to uncover the details of the ancient pact. Guided by the ghostly whispers, they delved into the history of the park, uncovering forgotten stories of love, betrayal, and an unbreakable bond that tied the lost campers to the ancient burial ground. Armed with the knowledge of the pact, the Rangers faced a choice: to break the curse and free the spirits, or succumb to the wrath of the unseen forces. The burial ground trembled with supernatural energy as the Rangers embarked on a perilous journey to confront the spectral entities that guarded the ancient pact. The ancient burial ground became a battleground between the living and the spectral. In a harrowing confrontation, Benson and Carter confronted the vengeful spirits and sought to appease the unresolved emotions that bound them. The woods echoed with cries of anguish and moments of spectral revelation, culminating in a sacrifice that would either condemn or redeem the lost campers. As dawn broke, the burial ground fell silent. The spectral energy that once permeated the woods dissipated, and the rangers, now bearing the weight of their paranormal encounter, stood in the quiet aftermath. The ancient pact, once an unbreakable chain, had been unraveled, and the park returned to a serene stillness. Benson and Carter, forever marked by the experience, left the burial ground behind, carrying with them the haunting echoes of a journey into the depths of the supernatural. Story 4. The Phantom Ranger. In the heart of the expansive national park, Ranger Garcia embarked on a routine night patrol. The moon cast an eerie glow on the winding trails, and an unspoken tension lingered in the air. As Garcia delved deeper into the woods, a subtle feeling of being watched descended upon him, foreshadowing the spectral encounter that awaited. In the distance, Garcia spotted a figure donned in the old-style ranger uniform characteristic of a bygone era. Assuming it was a colleague, he approached with a nod of acknowledgement. However, to his astonishment, the figure dissipated like mist, leaving Garcia bewildered and questioning the boundaries between reality and the supernatural. The logs of the old ranger station hinted at a similar apparition that had haunted the park for years. Determined to unravel the mystery, Garcia delved into the archives, discovering the story of a ranger who vanished mysteriously many years ago. Faded photographs revealed the spectral figure haunting the park, forever frozen in time. The whispers among the trees hinted at a duty left unfulfilled, binding the spirit to the park. Garcia felt the weight of a connection that transcended the living and the spectral. Night after night, the Phantom Ranger appeared, leading Garcia deeper into the heart of the park. Guided by an otherworldly force, the living and the spectral ranger collaborated on an unfinished duty, a mission to protect the park from an imminent threat that lurked in the shadows. Garcia, torn between the natural and supernatural, questioned the true nature of the bond forged with the Phantom Ranger. As the mission unfolded, the park faced a danger that threatened its very existence. The Phantom Ranger, having fulfilled its purpose, dissipated into the night, leaving behind a sense of gratitude and an unspoken farewell. Garcia, forever changed by the spectral encounter, emerged from the ordeal, grappling with the realization that the park harbored forces beyond the scope of mortal comprehension. Haunted by the memories of the Phantom Ranger, Garcia continued his patrols, sensing a lingering presence in the shadows. The spectral figure, although gone, left an indelible mark on the ranger's perception of the wilderness. The park itself seemed to remember the Phantom Ranger, and Garcia found himself drawn to the places where the apparition had once stood sentinel. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, Garcia uncovered forgotten secrets buried within the park's history. An ancient legend spoke of a guardian ranger who sacrificed himself to protect the natural harmony of the wilderness. The lines between reality and myth blurred as Garcia delved deeper into the enigma that surrounded the Phantom Ranger. Garcia's nights became punctuated by ephemeral meetings with the Phantom Ranger. The spectral figure, now a guardian of the park's ethereal realm, conveyed messages through cryptic symbols and echoes from the past. A mutual understanding formed between the living and the spectral, creating a bond that transcended the boundaries of the mortal realm. As the park faced a new threat, shadows gathered on the horizon. The Phantom Ranger, now an ethereal guide, led Garcia to the heart of the impending danger. Together, they confronted the spectral forces that sought to disrupt the delicate balance of the wilderness. The confrontation blurred the lines between friend and foe, as Garcia realized the complex interplay of natural and supernatural elements. In the aftermath of the spectral confrontation, the park returned to a serene stillness. The Phantom Ranger, having fulfilled its duty, dissolved into the night, leaving behind a legacy of protection and vigilance. Garcia, forever marked by the supernatural journey, continued his role as the guardian of the park, carrying the knowledge that the line between the living and the spectral could blur in the mysterious realms of the wilderness. The legend of the Phantom Ranger became a whispered tale among rangers, a testament to the enduring connection between the natural world and the ethereal forces that lingered within. Story 5. The Haunted Cabin. In a secluded corner of the national park where ancient trees stood sentinel, there stood a cabin with a history steeped in mystery. Ranger Foster, tasked with investigating strange occurrences, arrived on a moonlit night. The air was thick with an ominous stillness as the cabin's silhouette emerged from the whispering woods, setting the stage for a haunting tale. As Foster stepped into the cabin, the creaking floorboards seemed to echo with the memories of a bygone era. Shadows danced on the walls, and the wind outside howled a mournful tune. A chilling sensation crept over the ranger as he realized that the cabin held secrets that transcended the boundaries of the natural world. Strange sounds echoed through the empty rooms, and the temperature inside the cabin plummeted. Foster's breath hung in the frigid air as an unseen presence made itself known. The ethereal energy intensified, and the ranger felt an otherworldly force that shook the very foundation of the cabin, as if the spirits of the past sought to communicate through the veil between worlds. Haunted by the unexplained, Foster heard whispers that seemed to emanate from the very timber of the cabin. The voices spoke of a tragedy, a dark event that had unfolded within those walls. Sleep eluded the ranger as the ethereal murmurs intensified, revealing a tale of love and betrayal, forever etched into the cabin's time-worn wood. As night after night unfolded, the paranormal activity escalated. Unseen hands shook Foster's bed, and spectral figures moved in the shadows. The cabin became a battleground between the living and the otherworldly, each night unraveling a new layer of the ghostly saga. Foster, gripped by the paranormal siege, sought answers within the decaying structure, his every step echoing through the corridors of a haunted past. Among the dusty artifacts within the cabin, Foster discovered an old journal that chronicled the lives of those who once sought refuge within its walls. The pages spoke of joy, sorrow, and an unfulfilled yearning that lingered in the ethereal echoes. The cabin, it seemed, had become a vessel for the residual emotions of those long gone. Guided by the revelations in the journal, Foster embarked on a midnight ritual to commune with the spirits. The air thickened with a spectral energy as he invoked the names of the departed. Shadows flickered on the walls, and the temperature fluctuated as if the very essence of the spirits responded to Foster's invocation. The ritual opened a portal to the past, revealing ghostly apparitions that reenacted scenes from the tragic events etched into the cabin's history. Foster, now a witness to the spectral drama, grappled with the emotions that permeated the ethereal performance, seeking to understand the lingering pain that bound the spirits to the haunted cabin. As Foster delved deeper into the spirits' stories, he uncovered the key to their cathartic release. A long-buried secret, a confession left unspoken, held the power to break the shackles that bound the spirits to the cabin. With empathy and understanding, Foster facilitated the spirits' redemption, allowing them to find solace and peace in the afterlife. With the spirits finally at rest, the haunted cabin underwent a profound transformation. The air cleared, and the residual energy dissipated. Foster emerged from the once haunted structure, carrying the weight of the ethereal journey. The cabin, now a tranquil haven, stood as a testament to the transformative power of confronting the supernatural, and Foster continued his ranger duties with a newfound respect for the delicate balance between the living and the spectral in the heart of the national park.